what we're going to do now is we're going to show a proper pull-up form. This is my husband. This is cute. All right.
Hey, even fat guys can do pull-ups. I'm going to show you.
This is all muscle. All muscle. Okay, so we're going to show you some pull-up variations. I don't have the upper body strength to do a full pull-up. I also injured my elbow a while back, so I'm trying to be very cautious on the kind of upper body exercises I do with my elbow.
Right.
But Bill is a stud. He's going to show us a proper form on a full pull-up. Are you going to do chin-up or pull-up?
Yeah, I can show you a couple of variations. We can do the simple. I think what we'll do is we'll start off with a simple overhand pull-up, standard grip, and do almost a full extension. You don't want to lock out your arms because that, it ends up it's bad. Don't lock out your arms. But we do want to do a full range of motion.
The other thing that we'll also show you when he's done showing the pull-up is I'll show variations for those who don't have that full range of motion. I'll show you jump ups and I'll show you negatives, and I'll also show you body weight rows using a TRX. So.
Yeah. Okay. We can do a couple of fun things.
Okay. You ready? Let's show him a full pull-up.
I love the script.
I know, huh?
So instead of jumping up, I'm going to step up because the steps here. But normally I'll, find a safe way to get to the bar. You don't want to hurt yourself on the way to the bar.
Watch your step.
Yeah. And so I've got, I'm short enough that I've got a full, pretty much a full extension right here. Arms are slightly, again, palms facing away from my body, slightly farther apart than shoulder width. And I pull up until my chin is over the bar. I want to pull my clavicle to the bar.
Clavicle. Right here.
Notice that I'm not swinging my body around wildly. I'm not flailing about, trying to. And you can do a kipping pull-up, but the idea behind doing a proper pull-up is to develop the strength and the form to do the pull-up safely. If you're in an emergency situation, you have to, fling your body around to, climb on top of a roof to save a cat that might burn down in a house fire. That's one thing, but if you're when you're training.
But when you're training, doing kippings are actually damaging to your lower back.
Yeah, you don't want to whip yourself around like you're a spring. Your back wasn't designed, to be thrashed. It was designed to support your torso.
So we would rather have you do variations that are actually doable for you than to force yourself to do a pull-up that you don't have the upper body strength for without ruining your back and your spine.
Yeah, there are other ways to build up to being able to do a pull-up besides using your whole body as a a spastic pendulum. So. In fact, one way to do it is, I think Michelle's going to show you. She'll show jump ups and modifications.
Yeah, I'll show you a jump up. I'll show you a mini pull up for those of us who are, struggling with that.
Right.
Oh wait, you were going to show also wide grip.
Yeah, we'll do wide grip. So wide grip, narrow grip. So
we're going to do a wide grip.
So hands spread out. Again, wanting to bring
clavicle up to the bar.
Yeah, clavicle up to the bar.
This is what we're reaching for. Okay, show them a narrow grip.
So narrow grip pull up.
Again, shooting for getting your bar to your clavicle.
And then with the chin, I end up having, if I'm doing a chin up, I want it to be comfortable. I don't want to put my arms in an uncomfortable position. Usually, my hands are slightly closer together than shoulder width apart. Again, you want to go all the way to your clavicle. Another variation I like is the hang. I like to go halfway, hold it for an extended period of time, and then continue with the exercise. That's a killer. So I can just hold it here at the halfway mark, maybe for 10 seconds or however long I feel like doing it, and then continue.
It gives you quite
through the rep.
Challenge.
Hold it again, go down to the bottom.
Oh.
Bit of halfway, so I'm tired.
That's all right. You get the idea. There's different ways to challenge yourself. If you need more of a challenge, you can add a weight belt. Or like what Bill likes to do at our house is have the kids hang on his legs. That's a lot of fun too. So if you want to play
That
the
is
kids
fun.
and also get a workout at home and need a challenge, have your kids hang on your legs and get a weighted pull-up. Okay, and I'm going to show you ways to make it simpler. One way is just to hang here and pretend like you're doing something.
Nice.
No, just kidding. That's mine and the kids' favorite way. Whee! The way that I actually started pull-ups was just with jump ups, okay? So I'm doing the chin up version. My hands are actually wrapping around the bar underhand. And all I'm going to do is jump up and lower, okay? So that is how I started pull-ups. Well, it's not really a pull-up, but it helps you to get that range of motion that you're looking for. Second,
I was going to say, that's actually how I started doing pull-ups too when I was a kid. I could do push-ups all day long, but I couldn't do a pull-up. I could never get myself beyond that point where I was able to pull myself up to the top of the bar. And I ended up doing jumping pull-ups like that for about 2 weeks. I do maybe 2 or 3 sets a day. And then after about 2 weeks, I was able to do it. So be patient with yourself and don't overdo it, but you want to find where your limitations are strength-wise, but don't overdo it.
Okay, the next thing I'm going to show you is what's called a pull-up negative, or a jump-up negative. So all I do is I do my jump up, and then I lower nice and slow. Okay, and just do that as many times as you can. Feels really good. I like that one.
Yeah. On those negatives, as you're going down from the bar, I like to do a 3 count, or even better, a 4 or 5 count.
Yeah, just start counting down. 1,
Control
2,
that
3,
descent.
4, 5. Okay, the next thing I'm going to show you is what I call mini pull-ups. So they'll help you to develop some of the strength. It's not the full range of motion, but it helps you to feel good. It makes you go like, yay, I did a pull-up. But they are minis. So I'm going to go up, and I'm just going to lower a little bit, and then back down, just right here. Okay? And then as you develop strength, you'll go down a little bit further. Okay? So every time you try them, maybe you'll be able to go down a couple of inches further and a couple of inches further, so that eventually you're doing a full range of motion. Anything to add to that?
No, it's neat how by doing the negative portion or the descending portion of that repetition will strengthen you quite a bit. It's just as important as being able to, say for example, if it's curl, you're lifting the weight as you're bringing that up to your arm, and the negative would be on the descent, just as it is with a pull-up. You're using your back to lift yourself up, and that negative is as you're allowing your body gravity to overcome the pull-up and pull you back to earth. So.
And my elbow is saying I'm done. Okay, so Bill and I showed you guys the pull-up variations. Now, another thing that you can do that I really love is if you have a TRX, which is one of my favorite tools to use. I don't use it a lot in the 40-20 circuit, but I use it for pull-up variations quite a bit. And it's a way to use your own body weight. If you can't hold your body weight at all on a pull-up bar, this is the next best thing. And if you don't have these, whatever. So having some tools around to help is awesome. A TRX is about $200 to $190, somewhere in that range. And I do also sell them, so if you want to get one from me, you can. You can hang it on, you can hang it from your door, or playground equipment, or whatever. You can take it anywhere you want. Hang it from a tree, your car door, whatever. So I love my TRX. But I'm going to show you body weight rows using a TRX. If you have other suspension training systems, you can also use those. This just happens to be my favorite suspension training system. Okay, so I'm going to come out this way so you can see what I'm doing here. With a TRX body weight row, again, we're just working those muscles some of the same muscles that you would use in a pull-up, just a little bit differently. So you're going to find a good place to be, okay, find a good angle for your body. The closer your feet are to the connecting point, the harder it's going to be, okay? So if you're standing way back here, it's going to be like practically nothing for you, okay? So find a good place for you and your ability level. Your elbows are in, tucked into your sides, your hands are at your chest, and your abs are nice and tight. You're going to lower your body down, okay, there, bar, and then you're going to pull yourself back up. I like to stay back on my heels, but if you need to bend your knees slightly and take some of that weight off, you can. And you can also bring your body forward a little bit. Okay, another thing you can do to add more resistance and more intensity is to put your feet up on a chair. That one's fun. I won't be doing these. I can tell you that. Whew. Okay. Any questions? You got it?